There's an old Zen saying which says the only Zen that you will get at the top of the mountain is the Zen that you take with you. While this statement is very true at an absolute level, but this statement can also have a bit of a argument that it does not work 100% on a relative plane. I'm not denying that it is absolutely on an absolute level it is correct. But what happens in a daily life when you go to a jungle or when you go to a forest or you go to a nice hill resort, you do find peace. So why is it so? So let us try and investigate in this video why does that happen. See, there are two forms of meditation. One is a covert form and one is the overt form. The overt form is, of course, the practice that you sit in meditation, you follow a technique. That is the overt form of meditation. But in life, soul gathers a lot of wisdom in covert ways. And when you spend time in nature, it's a very good covert form of meditation. Now, let me give one example of a radio station to make my point. So when you're driving a car and you tune into a particular frequency, you can hear a radio station. You change the frequency, you tune into another radio station. So there is a frequency, and based on the frequency there is a sound that you can hear. Same way in life, when we deal with people, people are full of thoughts, people are full of their own prejudices and their situation in life. So when you tune into people, you're tuning into their frequency and you will hear whatever they have in store. You can't guarantee, every person is different. So when you tune into the world of people, you could get silence if the person is a very highly evolved person, but most likely in your daily situation that will not be the case. You will basically hear the noise in their head. So when you tune into people, you don't tune into silence. But when you tune into nature, nature has inherent silence. So when you tune into the trees and the flowers and the mountains, you actually tune into silence. And that is the reason why when you go to nature, when you are in the forest, you can actually feel the peace, because you're tuning into the silence of things. I'll give you one example that you see there is a lot of discord people have in relationships. Like, sometimes in India there are a lot of arranged marriages. So I know one or two very interesting cases where a guy wanted to marry some girl, the parents objected, and the marriage did not go through. And the mother-in-law was the one, so the guy's mother was the one who selected the bride through an arranged match. But it did not really work out very well. It was the mother-in-law of the girl who selected her, but after marriage things did not work out, and she was opposing the son's selection and overrided that situation. It's just one example I'm giving. So why does this happen? Why do in relationship things go wrong? Do people really want to hurt each other? Now, is there any father or any mother who wants to hurt the child, or is there a daughter-in-law who comes with the plan that she will not be nice to the in-laws? No, I think people at face value are good, they intend good, but something goes wrong. So truth of the matter is, we can only give what we have. We cannot give what we don't have. So that is the truth of the matter. We can only give what we have. So when you tune into people, you don't know what you will get. But when you tune into nature, you're quite certain that you will get silence, because that is what nature. When I talk of nature, I talk of the trees in the forest. I'm not talking about the human aspect of nature. Even when you deal with your pets, you can feel a lot more silence there. So because that is beginnings of the mind. Those are the beginnings of the mind, which happens in the plant kingdom and animal kingdom. So try tuning into nature. It's a very good covert form of meditation. But by the time we're dealing with the human beings, it's no longer a primitive mind. It's not the beginning of the mind. It's a clever mind. It's a trader's mind. It's a mind which wants to succeed in life. So hence you could have some issues when you're tuning into that. And of course, I'm by no means recommending you to run to forest, because that would also not be a real life. So your real test of your progress can actually be made in the real life. You will know how many things are rubbing you. Like, there's a beautiful quote of Rumi. He says that If you get irritated by every rub, how will your mirror get polished? So when you're living in the people and you're practicing, you will see the magic that you reach a point in life where the rubs will not hurt you so much. And that is when you know yourself that you've really made progress. Of course, life is full of so many things, you know. There could be some situation which will hurt you, but once your practice deepens, you will become a lot immune to the rubs. So when I get time on a weekend, I come down in my building. It's a very green area. I'll show you just a little bit of the place around where I do my covert form of meditation. It's done either by silent sitting, or I do a sort of Zen walk, you know, which is, but of course it's done in a covert fashion. I don't make it like a meditation practice, but it really helps. I'll just show you around. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share. As I always say, meditation is a hard subject. All your help will be good for the channel. Thank you. This place has a lot of trees. So in my case, the place where I live actually acts up as a covert form of meditation for me. So near your house, try to find a park or a peaceful place which can actually add to your meditation practice, and it really helps. The reason for showing you the place is not to show where I live, but if you have a space which can add to your meditation practice, then it can actually act as a catalyst. Tuning into nature is an extremely potent catalyst, and try to maximize that advantage. Thank you.